Hello, I'm Ethan McCaffrey, and this is Move Me Poetry for June 2nd, 2023, the narrator selections. Grease is the word. Have you heard? Music is composed and performed by the narrator. The first selection is by James Moore at Writing Life 2010, entitled Tears. Tears from my mind's eye, those loose, colorful thoughts that bubble up from hidden depths like oil from fossilized life. Cold and dark nonetheless, they grease the wheels of my imagination. Who knew that all those bullies, the students, the co-workers, the exes, the family, would resolve themselves into a dew, a slippery ink that sends this brilliant quill gliding across the page? Even the darkest night holds infinite stars, paving the way for dawn. Today's slings and arrows are tomorrow's paints and brushes. The next selection is by A. Rubin at The Surreal Airy. I contemplate the oil bottle, which has sat lonely in the cabinet for longer than I can remember. I imagine myself inside that bottle, watching everything else get taken out and used. I ask, what does it all mean? I contemplate the philosophy of ancient Greece. The next selection is by dreambeastpoems at dreambeastpoems, entitled Grease and the Three Johns. 1978 was more than just great. The year I turned from 7 to 8. About 10 years before, peace was the word that we heard. It had hope, it had meaning. Peace was the time, was the place, was the notion. Peace was the way we were feeling. But way leads on to way, and I kept Beetle John for a future day. 1978 was more than just great. The year I turned from 7 to 8. A year or so before, punk was the word that we heard. It had rage, it had meaning. Punk was the time, was the place, was commotion. Punk was the way we were feeling. But way leads on to way, and I kept Pistol John for a future day. 1978 was more than just great. The year I turned from 7 to 8. For on one night in a long-lost cinema, Grease was the word that we heard. It had groove, it had meaning. Grease was the time, was the place, was the motion. Grease was the way I was feeling. But way leads on to way, and I kept Zuko John for a future day. 40-odd years on, I often forget where things begun, and lots of what I was has gone. But thanks to John and John and John, peace and punk and Grease live on. The final selection is from TheNomad at Spoken Nomad. Opens iMessage, taps on your name, cursor blinks. Random question. Is that grease stain still on your couch from that night we ordered in so many months ago? You probably think these words are sinus congested, dripping suspicious intentions. I promise this is sincere. I miss your sarcastic tone and sassy notes. You probably tossed it away into the fabric of space, amidst thousands of indistinguishable stars. You probably extinguished the candlelight near my frame. I understand. I know that I hurt you, and I can't promise that I won't again. But this hand can't help but to extend when there is an emotional attachment towards a friend. I don't expect for you to respond. All I hope is that the grease stain I left on your couch is still there, saving a seat for me next to you.